Hi, today we are talking about cold calling or cold texting or cold emailing. I have gathered a few screenshots of dispatchers advertising their services to me and to my cell phone, to my phone number. Since I have an authority as well, they are trying to work with me and cover my trucks. Little did they know that we also provide dispatching services. But anyway, I want to talk about some ways that they are doing it and stick to the end because at the end I will be giving you some tips and pointers when you're cold calling or texting other carriers. All right, so let's analyze. I have a few of these screenshots here, so we're gonna go one by one and analyze them, and then I will tell you what I think about them, if they're doing good, if they're doing something wrong, and if they should change it, or if you should do something like they're doing or not. So let's start. First one, I actually, this is the first one that I ever recorded here. This one gave me an idea about this video, all right? So, greetings, are you available for this week or following one? Okay, we have got some top paying consistent freights for semi trailers and power only. All right, I don't think that's true. Next, working in Northeast, Midwest, South, and West Coast according to your lanes and preferences. That means they're working in whole United States. So you can just shorten it up a little bit, all right? But they want to make it sound like they're covering all the areas, like they want to get to touch the feelings of the people that are located, for example, Midwest, and they only like to do Midwest. Oh, yeah, well, they're doing Midwest. I better work with them. So no contract, all right? There is no contract at all. Anyway, when you're doing dispatch, yeah, dispatch.
So this is Nancy. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So you are with Usora Express LLC?
Yes.
All right, sir. Sir, I just had a few questions regarding your company's shipping operation, and I wanted to see if you were the right person to speak about that.
Yeah, I'm the right person.
All right, sir. I'm with the DFI Logistics, and I'm here to help out the carriers of USA. I work with businesses like yours to increase opportunities because we have some general freight to move. So may I know what kind of truck or trailer you have?
Okay, is it okay if I record this phone conversation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have dry vans and I have box trucks.
Oh, that's good, sir. So what's the length of your truck, drive-on or box?
What was the question?
Sir, may I know what's the length of your truck? 24,
Oh, the
26
length.
feet
Oh,
box
it's
truck,
53 feet. That's the dry van.
drive-on,
Yeah, and straight
and
straight truck is a 26 feet.
oh, that's great, sir. So what's about today? Are you empty or loaded?
I'm covered for today, but what kind of freight do you generally have? I'm a Midwest. I like to go Midwest to Midwest and Midwest to East. Do you have
Yes,
any
sir. We
consistent
have
freight?
okay. We have some place to move for all over the USA. All right.
Okay, can you give me some examples?
Okay.
What's your
Sending
average,
you an email.
ma'am? Let me ask you a question. What's your
Go ahead.
average pay per mile?
Sir, I'm sending an email for my company details and I'll provide for some discount as per market rate. You check the email and we require 4 documents. MC letter.
Do you have my email address?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay,
Wait a minute. Just hold on.
cool. So how many dispatchers do you have?
Sir, I have 10 to 11 dispatchers.
Okay.
This is your email, OPS.
Yes.
All right, sir. Wait. I'll send you the email for my site. I will give you some discount. Okay.
How much do you
So you
charge?
just send me. Firstly, you tell how much you paying your current dispatcher at the moment.
I don't have a dispatcher. I'm dispatching them myself. I'm the dispatcher.
Oh, that's good. Sir, I will charge box truck to 6% and driver or reefer 4% and flatbed and step deck to 5%. And I will give you a flat rate box truck $300 to $250 discount. And driver or reefer, I'll give you $200 flat rate. Okay?
Okay, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send you the email.
Okay.
Just hold on.
Where are you
And
guys based out of?
you oh, I'm sorry?
Where are you guys based out of? What country?
New York. New York.
Oh, you're in New York physically right now?
Yes, sir. You just send me 4 documents. Uh, letter, certificate of insurance, W-9 form, and no notice of assignment. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
With attached the email. All
Okay.
right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Just hold on phone, sir. I'll send you the email. Okay.
Yeah, I'll call you back if I'm interested, okay?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
So she wasn't that bad. Um, she didn't let me talk, and she hesitated when I asked her if whether she's from United States or not, which country. They're like, yeah, I'm from New York. Well, I don't think they are, and that's okay. There are many dispatching companies out of, but just be honest and tell me the truth. But yeah, she wasn't. It was actually okay. All right, so that's funny. Let's keep going. Now back to that one. No contract. Okay, well there are no contracts, of course. No sign up or cancellation fee. Why would there be a sign up fee or cancellation fee? Accessory charges, of course. Payload 100% yours. Okay, I get 100% from the load. Cool. Setup paperwork, of course. 24/7 dispatch support, providing 17 quality services. Okay, I don't know, like 17 services. If interested, then and then they always have these American names. I will talk about that later. Kind of bothers me. And she's just sent me an email. We'll look at that email in a second when we're finished here. All right. So she said here, now this one, not the one I was talking to before, but this text message, it was a lady, and she said like payload 100% yours. So I asked her, I just wanted to, play a little bit. So you work for free. All right. Kind of. Well, what do you mean kind of? Cool. I said, cool. So we make payments on our own, cut by negotiating with brokers, as we have experienced teams here. That just doesn't make sense. And then she went on. We have developed good relations. Okay, they negotiate $340 extra on each load, of course. And all the payload comes to your account, and you have to pay us just flat rate of 300 after 7 days. Yeah, well, and then I was like, okay, I better stop. I said, you said work for free, so I was teasing a little bit, but I just didn't want to go into details anymore. So yeah, this one is like, you can see right away that most of this is not true. Okay, and how are you gonna get a customer if you're not speaking the truth? It's not gonna. So your whole relationship is based on a lie. All right. Before you even started working together, you lied to your potential customers, and if they don't find out now, they will find out later, because most of these things will not be true. Okay, so next one here. This is a text message from a totally different company. Looking for a dispatcher in order to find good paying load for your drive-in reefers and so on. Now, this one, there is no question mark. Okay, there is no question mark here. So this is supposed to sound like a question, like looking for a dispatcher, but it actually sounds like they're looking for a dispatcher. Okay, so this is nice and short, straight to the point. I like that kind of, but there should be more to it. So, I don't think this is a great sales message. All right. So next one. This is John from Global Dispatch Services. We can help you make $7,000 to $10,000 a week solo driver. And then they come up with these, and a lot of dispatching companies are doing this. We'll provide you with the loads always higher than $2 per mile. Okay, so reefer 8 to 10,000, drive-in $9,000 for drive-in, flatbed 10, power only 9. And they only charge 4% per load or $250 a week. No contract, only carrier sign up, and so on. Now, $2 per mile. Okay, it's always higher. Well, let's say it's $2.20 per mile. So in order to make $10,000, what, you have to drive 4,000 miles? Is that even possible? Or like, even if it's possible, how much fuel are you gonna use? Like, it's not about the growth. And especially when you advertise your rates just over $2 per mile, no one is gonna make any money like that. All right. So this is not a good example. Next one, Worldwide Dispatch can make your tractor trailer over $40,000 per month. All right. So $10,000, almost $10,000 a week. Now you can't. You cannot do that. Don't advertise something you can't do. This is, and you're like, when I was speaking to Chris, he's a dispatcher. He works with dispatching box trucks, and we are working together now. He's dispatching these box trucks for us. You can see a video of our conversation. And he said the same thing, like, you're advertising something, you're saying something, and everyone is going to expect you as a dispatcher to tell them, to these carriers and drivers, that you can make them $10,000 a week. And when you tell them, no, I can't make you $10,000 a week, especially now, then they're like, well, these guys are advertising and offering me, why should I go with you? Don't do that. You're setting the standards higher than you can possibly do. All right, next one. Hey, CJ here. If your posted truck needs more freight, my dispatch team can help. Interested? Okay, well, this is kind of, it makes you almost want to say, yeah, I'm interested, because they're not promising anything. He introduced himself, a very short name. You have a posted truck. Well, they don't know if you have a posted truck, but they're assuming that you have one. And if your truck needs more freight, well, of course I need more freight. My dispatch team, so I have a dispatch team. I have more people, all right? Are you interested? So this is, I like this. This is really, out of 5, he gets 4, all right? So he's not doing any false promises, all right? Looks like he's honest. Next one. We just hired 5 experienced and excellent truck dispatchers, and I would like to speak with the owner or manager, putting dispatchers to work for our mutual profit. Please call or write to me or stop to unsubscribe. So most of these carriers that do this mass texting will require you to include this stop to unsubscribe, and he's doing well. He put that there. So they just hire 5 experienced dispatchers. So I don't think that's true. But, oh well, but at least they're not promising, over-promising, ridiculous rates. So this is not bad. I would not, like, it looks like they got new dispatchers and they have no work for them, and they're desperate for trucks for them to be able to make, to pay those dispatchers, all right? So that's kind of what it looks like to me, but it's not a bad way of phrasing a message, all right? And then one more here. Do you have a semi-truck, box truck, or hot shot? Because we have the dedicated lanes for you in which you will travel less miles and make much gross per week. Now, I'm really, English is not my first language, but as far as the grammar goes, especially when I write something, I try to have my grammar impeccable, all right? And there are services like I use Grammarly, and it will correct you, even if you don't know how to spell something, then it will correct you. And this is just, you know, as far as that goes, it's terrible. All right, like I see, like you don't have any like when you start your sentence, when you finish, the misspelling, missing words, at least take some time to create that text message to be perfect, not just the way it sounds, but grammar is really important. Make sure that your grammar checks out, please. But then, hey, we have dedicated lanes. Well, you don't, all right? You don't. Most dispatchers don't have dedicated lanes unless there's some kind of big dispatching company. Maybe they even have a brokerage or something like that. Some of them might work with some shippers, but most of that is really not truth. So this is an okay message. I would give it a 3, except for the grammar fact. In that case, I would give it a 2 out of 5. And then one more here. We have round trips and loads available from your state for a couple of weeks. We also have power-only loads. We are providing trails as well. And then next one here from the same sender. You're available today. Like they have some of these capital letters in the middle of the sentence for no reason. We have some good options available for loads with backhauls. We're also providing rental-free trailers for 7 to 10 days. That's basically your power only. Like they're getting it from brokers who need to transport these trailers from somewhere. So that's not rental-free. It's just power only, and they need those trailers transported. So this one, I don't like the general feel. They're not promising too much, but like they have 2 messages. So this is like one from before, and this is the next one on a different day, and they have a different text here. So this one I don't like. Now, how should you sound when you call or when you text? All right, first thing, please be yourself. Don't try to be someone else, and that includes you, whose name is long like my name is. All right, so I could go for Ed, or something similar, or even my last name as well, but I don't. All right, and I understand like some people might change their name to like sound more appealing, especially here in the United States, especially if they have a foreign name. But I would rather, if my name is too long in my native language or too difficult, I would at least try to shorten my own name up and not use American name. Because if I tell you that my name is John, you're probably not gonna believe, or Edward, all right? You're just not gonna believe it, and it sounds fake. I'm sorry if I am offending someone's feelings by this, or if you're using a different name, and that's totally fine. I know a lot of people from Asia have they use 2 names, just because their names are really difficult to pronounce for others. So I understand that. But if you're from another country, my opinion is that you should use your own name. It just sounds more honest, or at least shorten it. Or like that guy CJ from before, he's just CJ. It can stand for whatever. And not just that, be yourself. Like when you speak, don't try to sound fake and too nice, And once you start with "Hello, sir, how are you?" then like you lost me. You lost me. Why? There is no need to say "sir" to me. Why am I "sir" or "ma'am" to you? Doesn't make sense. I'm in trucking business. We are not on. This is not some kind of university, or there is no need for that kind of language. All right, there is no need. We just want street talk. All right. When you call me as a carrier, I want you to say, "Hi, my name is Enis. Do you need a truck dispatch today? Do you need me to find your load?" Things like that. Don't like, "Hey, how are you?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. How are you?" And I roll my eyes here. And then you say, "Well, I am doing great. Thanks for asking. The reason why I'm calling you is like, dude, just tell me right away what do you want and what do you need, and then follow up, okay? If I don't have time to talk, text me or ask for my email. and then follow up, and then even call me tomorrow or text me like in 2, 3, 4 days. Say, hey, you remember we talked yesterday? We'll talk about that here when I speak about follow up. And then the second was the part of the first one. Get to the point, all right? Tell me right away what you need. Like asking me for a shipping department. I don't have a shipping department. I'm one-man operation. I don't have a shipping department. Just tell me what you need. Be yourself. And then if I'm not interested, I'll tell you no, thank you, and goodbye. That's it. You may want to follow up. Ask me for an email or text me. Ask me for my email. But cold calling and texting is still probably the most effective way to get owner operators. You can do social networks, and that's fine. I encourage that, but that's only for long-term relationships, long-term customers. All right. You need to be constant and do it frequent on social networks, and then you will get some traction. Once someone sees it, they call you. But this way, this is now. Like when you pick up the phone, that's now, and you're acting now, and you're giving them a chance to work with you now, and you speak to them. It's different when you speak to them and when you call them up and ask them. So, a lot of people will hang up on you, and a lot of people will not be nice. Most of them will not answer, but it's what it is. Unless you have a large social following, that's different. And like I said, you can do emails, you can do social networks, but calling and texting is still effective. Now let's go back to that email that this lady sent me. Using Gmail address. Come on, please stop. Don't use Gmail address for your company. We have an email address for a dispatching company. We have email address. I have email address. Even this one is from Usora Express. It's a real email address with a real domain name in my own name. But if you want to sound professional, don't use Gmail, Yahoo, AOL. Anyone who's still using AOL, and use a professional email with your domain link. Okay, good morning. Well, it's not morning, actually. It's 3 o'clock. Like she said, she's from New York. You're not from New York. I told you you're not from New York. It's afternoon in New York. All right. So I hope you're in good health. Thank you. We are pleased to inform you who wish to make money. Okay. Services provided, dear filers. We offer premium loads without charging anything upfront. Why would you charge me upfront? We deal with all kinds of truck trailers. Okay, good. Doesn't charge from payloads. Payloads will be 100% yours. Okay. We charge only 4% of flat rate, unlike the market rate. I don't know what that means. You can save up to 10 to 20% off your transportation cost. How? How am I going to save? Maybe they're thinking like they're going to book me a better load, and then but I'm not going to say I'm actually going to make more money, supposedly. We will assign you a dedicated dispatcher to keep you rolling. Our dispatchers will acquire highest paying freight for you, okay? We negotiate, okay, we handle, okay, preferred, handle, okay, handle. They use their own load boards. Really? Like what kind of load boards? Compliance support, okay, we'll maintain the audit record, okay. All right, thanks for watching, and hope you learned something from this video. See you guys later.